here's the thing, aspiring filmmakers. Simply, I know people who make movies every weekend, and now with this technology, you know, I wish I did. Sometimes I sit around waiting for funding, and I don't, as the actors say, I don't practice my instrument, you know? But with the cell phones, cameras, and desktop editing, and the After Effects, Adobe After Effects, and visual effects, you know, I would say that aspiring filmmakers is start making films. You know, don't necessarily, you know, make them long, make short films that have punch. And by the way, you know, in terms of working your way into the mainstream film business, obviously I've become a student of how many of friends and acquaintances have broken in, and it's always different. Somebody comes up with a different path in. You know, going back to the 80s with Bruce Campbell and Sam when they made The Evil Dead, you know, they shot a trailer for their film. That's all they could have personally afforded to make. So they made the trailer and then started shopping that around to distributors, or to investors, and raised their funding that way. I always thought that was clever. Another director friend of mine, Jamie Blanks, he directed Urban Legend. He was stuck way down under in Australia, and so the challenge for him to break into Hollywood was, you know, not only the difficulty of all the small number of slots, but he also had a lot of distance to cover. The interesting thing there is there was they were looking for directing talent, and they'd sent one of the studios had sent a scout down there with a script for the movie I Know What You Did Last Summer. Jamie got a copy of this script, and he immediately got together with all his friends. He cleaned out his savings, took $4,000, and he went out and he shot like 4 sequences from that. And truthfully, if you analyze his little short and you look at the finished film, which he did not direct, they used so much of his material. Like, he created the look of the bad guy, the fisherman with the water and all that stuff. But so he sent it into them, and they go, oh no, we already have a director for that. But they watched it and they liked it so much that they immediately flew him out and gave him the job of Urban Legend. So that was an enterprising way of breaking in. And more recently, a great way, I forgot the guy's name, but he did Lights Out. If anybody saw that film, he shot a short movie with this really cool concept, which is that every time you turn the lights out, you could see the monster, and he was able to handle the lighting and the visual effects. So you looked at it and you thought, oh, I can see that with a feature film, and James Wan's company hired him and they made a feature film. So there's a lot of, everybody finds a different way into the business. Some of them are really strange, like back in the 80s, you know, Star is Born came out now, but the previous Star is Born in the early 80s, the producer of it was Barbara Streisand's hairdresser. So hairdressing can be a path in the film. But simply it's start to experiment with the language of film by making your own films. Writing, I think, is really important, because writing is, writing, editing, and directing are almost the same thing. It's just that at different phases. You're writing your film into the editing. So I could go on and on. Read the book. That's my simple answer.